T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Flight School. So excited to be on here with you. You've got your Vice President of Marketing, Mark Kithcart.
Yay! And you've got your Vice President of Operations and everything else, except for Boom Gear, Mr. T. Gray.
All right. Boom, everybody. Awesome. We are so excited to be here. We want to especially welcome all of the first timers. Mark, we have so many first timers. We have been exploding over the last few days, and I hope that those team leaders have got their first timers on Flight School today.
Yes. Yeah, you know what? We were having a record month. This is bananas, as you say all the time.
Bananas with an R, bananas, right? I'm like, seriously, bro. I mean, looking at the numbers, it is crazy. People are joining the Ibüümerang family like crazy. Like, folks, no hype. We are truly having our best month ever. And so all those new people that joined your team, go ahead and send them a message. Make sure that they are getting on Flight School. As you bring them on, you want to make sure you bring them in to the family, the Flight School culture, and that they come on Flight School on Saturday morning so that they can see the recognition, hear the announcements, and get the training. Because today we got training from a rock star, don't we, Mark?
Yes, we do. Mr. Michael Jex. Oh my gosh. That guy is incredible. And the view from the balcony at his place in Miami is insane. So hopefully he's outside. I don't know. He might be, he might not be. But anyway, so yeah, I can't wait to hear from him. But you know what? Let's do this. You ready to get started?
Yeah, I am. I'm
gonna share.
No, you're gonna share. I'm actually trying to get our rock star Michael Jex on the line here with us.
Oh, okay. All right. You do that, and I'll get started. How about that? Okay. So, welcome to Flight School to everybody. And then, you know, the first thing we do always is we have Boom Gear. And where do you get Boom Gear? Boomgear.com. That wasn't a question to you, T. Gray.
I'm like, okay, here's starting with the trick questions already.
No trick questions. I promise.
Let our first timers know, hey guys, we have fun on this. You know, some of you guys might be coming from some very serious and stuffy environments. We have fun at Ibüümerang. We have fun on Flight School. So we just want to apologize in advance if we do or say anything crazy. We just want to let you know it's just kind of how we do it. All right. Come with your breakfast and let's have a great time.
So I apologize in advance for T. Gray. All right.
Apologize for yourself, man.
No, I'm not going to apologize for me. No.
I'm going to apologize for you. Hey, everybody, I'm apologizing in advance for Mark because he might have to go on timeout. We have to put him on timeout every single week. We have to put him on timeout. Flight School timeout.
No timeouts. No timeouts today for me.
All
See
right.
my background? I'm going through my background.
Oh my God, here we go. See what I'm talking about? He's already
background.
And you know what? I gotta match you 1 for 1, right?
Oh yeah.
Where's my book? Okay, there it is. Oh, there it is.
Where's my book? So it's actually a physical thing.
It's a book. Right? I wrote a book.
The book is real. All right. So
I'm gonna behave.
you can get Boom Gear, and the Boom Gear is flying off the shelves. We were we went to the office yesterday just to we were practicing social distancing, and we saw Tunde there, and they are rocking and rolling, getting Boom Gear out left and right. But there's a Boom Gear special. A big reveal today. There's going to be a big reveal today. Are you ready, T. Gray?
I am ready for the big reveal.
All right, here we go. It is jerseys.
Jerseys, everybody.
Let's get jerseys.
Got our jerseys. Oh. Jerseys.
We got jerseys, man.
The jerseys are on sale, everybody. Jerseys are on sale. Half price, get your jersey.
Look at that.
That's right.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, they're hot. The jerseys are just like, jerseys are just a winner, man.
Okay, I gotta put my glasses back on. What's this slide say? So here's the deal. Jerseys are 50% off at boomgear.com. And this is only while supplies last. And you got a limit of up to 5, okay? So no more than 5, but 50% off. And it says today, I don't know, if he doesn't run out, maybe he'll continue it on, but there are a limited supply. That's what Mr. Tunde told me yesterday. So, hey, listen, sun's out, guns out.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, because
I didn't have to do extra push-ups so that I could be like guns out with you today.
So
I was late to the flight school because of that. I'm like in there doing push-ups.
you too, huh?
Mark's gonna be
Yeah,
out
that's
there.
why we were late. That's why we were late. T. Gray was doing push-ups. Oh, hold on a second. You know what? Let's show them. Let's show them in big screen.
What?
The jerseys. Big screen. Big screen jersey showing.
Big screen jersey shot.
Big screen jersey shot for T. Gray.
There you go. There you go. Love it. Boomerang jersey, just different. Hashtag just different.
All right. Cool.
All right. Boom, baby, boom.
Good stuff. Loving it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun because it is absolutely gorgeous weather in Houston right now.
Absolutely.
It doesn't get any better than this.
It does.
Man, it's fantastic. All right, so go get your jerseys. And I'm sure some of you right now are on boomgear.com and you're ordering your jerseys instead of listening to us at flight school. All right.
There you go, doing the right thing. Yeah, look how great the weather is in Houston today. It's beachy.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So jerseys 50% off. Oh, darn it. I need to go back over here. Boom zooms. And that's what we're doing. We're going through the boom zooms right now.
Wait, Mike, back on Boom Zoom. I'm off program here.
Look at all of these.
Boom.
I gotta make sure I don't get that one. There we go.
They look great. So when you're doing your video conferencing, you're doing your Zoom meetings, you can do them in Ibüümerang style, folks, with a nice Ibüümerang boom zoom virtual background, make you look all professional, change your environment. It just looks great, and it looks better than the back of your sofa or that crazy wall you have in your house. So this is
Crazy wall.
the crazy wall. People have
Crazy wall you have in your house. I've seen some crazy walls.
I have seen some crazy walls. I've seen some backgrounds. I'm like, do they know what's behind them, right? And so now here's what happens. You can control what's behind you. You can look all slick and professional, and it's lovely. Special thanks to our VP of Marketing, Mark Kithcart, and his squad.
Yes, I have a squad.
Squad, yes.
I have a crew. So, hey, while you tell them where they can find these boom zooms, I'm going to go ahead and put on a shirt.
Okay, cool. And when you're done, I've got my shirt handy too. So, and I got to grab my coffee. It's still sitting over there just saying, hey, you forgot me when you started flight school. All right. So in any event, folks, you can get your boom zooms at iboomhub.com. Click on the downloads and you can download your boom zooms. You can put them on your phone and they look slick. We practice social distancing, but every once in a while we have to have an executive meeting, and we were showing off our boom zooms. Now I got all these notifications on my phone, so can't quickly show it. I got to clear all these notifications. Let's see. Okay, Ibüümerang is live now. I know I'm on it, but here's the boom zoom that I'm using. No, this is not. I'm looking at the wrong one. That's not a boom zoom. This is the.
No, it's the wallpaper.
That's the wallpaper.
Wallpaper there.
I'm a slide ahead. I'm on wallpaper, and there we go. So
Here we go. Wallpapers.
Wallpapers.
Oh,
I
shoot.
don't know if you guys can see
There's
that.
mine.
That's what I've got going here. I like that one, and hope you guys are putting those on your phones. Hey, Mark, I'll be right back.
Yep, this one's my fave. I love this one. And there's tons of them though. Mr. Buggs is rolling with the palm trees. Yeah, I saw that. So good stuff. And here's where you go. Go to iboomhub.com, resources, and then go to downloads. We've got all kinds of stuff on that downloads. You can download the independent TSA logo. You can download the iGo logo. That's for you, for independent agents. We've got the commercials. All the commercials are there. You can download those. The iGo booking platform commercials. They are so cool. All right, good stuff. So go over there, download all of that stuff. All right. Okay, Go Diamond Leadership Experience. It's been rescheduled, and we have sent out an email to everyone letting you know that it's been rescheduled. If you did not get the email, go ahead and first of all, check your junk mail, okay, because it might be in there, especially if you're a Gmail user. Gmail lets very little through right now. They're very good at filtering out stuff. So go ahead and check that. And then if you didn't get it still, go ahead and send an email to marketing@iboomerang.com. Marketing@iboomerang.com. This trip is going to be incredible because you know what? So we're probably going to end up, heading to Vegas in August. And then this is going to be the first trip that's going to potentially be outside of the U.S. for all of us. Some of you, it'll be, maybe where you're at. But bottom line is this, it's going to be incredible. And it's going to be probably the first trip that we're going to have that'll be at a resort. And this resort that you're looking at right here, it is awesome. What you got, T-Gray?
Dude, I'm listening to you and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm not gonna know how to act. I'm gonna be out of control when we go because after the quarantine and the pandemic and all that kind of stuff, man, when we get to Cancun, it's all bets are off, bro.
Okay, hold on. People are asking where the wallpapers are. Okay. iboomhub.com. Then go to resources. Then go to downloads. All right. Oh, hey, Diana Hardy just said, gives me time for my new passport to come in. Yes, Diana. But T-Gray, on that note where you say you're not going to know how to act, please don't get us kicked out of the resort.
No promises, man. I told you, all bets are off, bro.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Ooh, stay-at-home diary. Oh, I've got videos for this. So go ahead and explain it while I get these videos queued up.
Okay. So you hear me talking about the fact that we're at home and how we all want to get out, but the Iboomerang family is rocking it at home. We are just exploding all over the world at home. We are just making the best use of this time. So we announced last week, hey, we want to know what you are doing. We want to know what's in your stay-at-home diary. So we challenge people to send us a video. And we're going to show you a couple of those videos today. They are absolutely cool. And I know some of you guys are going to take the level of creativity to whole new levels as well. But here's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you're in a well-lit back area. If you got a cool background, you can do that. It's a perfect opportunity to use it. And you want to shoot a video diary about what you've been doing while we've been social distancing. It could be anything from organizing the calendar for your Zoom meetings, learning some new recipes, working out in the morning. You can show us yourself cooking or making shakes in the kitchen if you want to, but the videos need to be 1 to 2 minutes long at the most. Send your video to marketing@iboomerang.com, and you got to send us your name, your where you live, and your age, of course, and so we can make sure that we're not putting minors on our social media and stuff like that. Now, every Saturday on Flight School, we're going to show the top video or videos if we can't choose. So please send us your videos. We got so many great submissions. It was hard to choose, but Marky Mark, we've got a couple, don't we, MK?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
These are ready. Here we go.
Hey, my Iboomerang family. I'm Alicia Yarbrough from Louisville, Kentucky. And what I've been doing in time of this social distancing is just getting my house in order. I've been getting my mental house in order. I've been staying plugged into the morning inspiration and all of Boom TV. I absolutely love everything that the company has done to keep us, plugged into things that are positive and continue to put that vision before us. I've been getting my body in order, staying fit with the Boom Fit. It sounds so cliche, but we are definitely in the right place at the right time. Till next time, boom.
All right.
Man, that's
One more.
Alicia. I remember I had a chance to meet her when I went out to do a meeting and a training in Chicago with David Guilty and the team. She's on David Guilty's team, and she is a rock star. She's a mom. She's an entrepreneur. I think she calls herself the entrepreneur mom or something like that. Absolutely beautiful person, and she has inspired me with that video to grow my hair back.
No.
Yeah.
Only if it looks like that, though, because, man.
It's gonna take a lot of work for me to grow hair that looks that great.
Hey Boom family, it's Normie coming all the way from Birmingham, UK, and I'd like to tell you what I've been doing whilst at home in order to further my business and everything else that I've been doing as well. So today what I'm doing is I've dug out a whole load of business cards which I've got, which I'll show you. And basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be like compiling some sort of email list, and I'm going to be sending all of these wonderful people an Iboomerang today. It's Normie speaking to you live from Birmingham, UK.
Yay! That's awesome.
What a great idea. Pull out those business cards. You know what? Everybody has a shoebox or something of business cards from all the events and seminars and stuff you've been to. And I think Numi just gave us a great idea.
I know she did. So that is awesome. So cool stuff. Normie over in England. So not only, are we in the US, we are all around the world, and it's awesome to have Normie on with us. So send those videos in. Again, you saw what they did and how they did it. Again, 1 minute to 2 minutes long, well lit, looking good. Those videos were awesome.
Awesome. The Boom family is having a lot of fun. I'm watching the chats and everybody's excited. Shirley Xavier said that she just loved what Numi said and she loved her accent. I did too. I mean, I could watch that video over and over again. I don't know why I like the UK accent so much. And I got people giving me recommendations on how to grow my hair. So it's great.
Do not encourage him. Do not encourage this man. Okay? Don't. Okay, on to the regularly scheduled programming here. Okay, so Boom Baby! We have a Boom Baby.
Yes, we have a new baby.
Baby Jasmine has arrived. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Yesterday, 6 pounds, 3 ounces. And here's what I love. Mr. Jonathan Green has on his Vibe gear.
Yes.
At the hospital.
Yes.
I don't think I have worn anything else other than Boom gear since we got started. I don't even know if I have other clothes anymore.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm just thinking about this and you're right. And everybody, if you don't know who Jonathan and Julian Green are, they are diamonds in Iboomerang. They have reached one of our very pinnacles of success. And we're just so excited to have them as part of the diamond family in Iboomerang. And they've expanded their family. We told them, go out, build your downline. You need to have more people in your organization. And they took it literally.
That's funny. Oh, that's cool. All right.
Congratulations, you guys. Look at baby Jasmine. First thing she sees as she comes into the world is a Vibe shirt. Love it.
That'll be the first word too.
Bye.
Vibe. All right. Cool. But again, happy, healthy, very good, awesome stuff. Jonathan and Jillian Green. Love you guys.
Love it.
All right.
All right.
Okay, hashtag good. So for all the new people out there, so I'm going to put this out to the chat still. What's hashtag good mean? Now, Sam Bean, you're not allowed to answer this question.
Where's Sam?
Don't answer this question.
Where's
Sam
Rod
Bean.
Smith? Rod Smith, where you at?
There you go. Get out of debt, Tim.
Dallas.
Get out of debt. Yes, Kim, Sabrina,
Get it right.
Christina, Fiona, Jasmine, Arona, Beverly, you got it. Okay.
Wardell Jones, you got it. Get out of Dallas.
You stop. So this is one of our core philosophies here at Iboomerang. So the first philosophy of Iboomerang is it's giving out goodwill and expecting nothing in return, but goodwill will come back. And that's the foundation and the bedrock that this company is built on. Hashtag good is one of our leading principles and philosophies, and it means get out of debt. We don't want to see you guys in debt. We want you to get out of debt. And if you're using your Iboomerang commissions to do that, I want to hear about it. So send us an email to marketing@iboomerang.com. We did get a video in, and I want to be sure that that the gentleman that sent it in, I did get it this week. I just want to be sure that you know, he's using his Iboomerang commissions to do that.
And Mark, this is big. This is big because, you know, unfortunately, it's been the tradition or the culture in network marketing over the past few decades to encourage people to incur more debt as they make money so that they can show lifestyle to impress people in ways that are simply not necessary. You know, you got companies getting in trouble all the time for people getting out there and trying to entice people with their income. And our mode is so totally different because what's important to us at Iboomerang is that you get debt free. So we're not about you going to take your Iboomerang commissions and trying to get into cars and homes that you really can't afford. Here's what we want you to do. We want you to get out of debt, and we want you to show the world that you use this as a vehicle to become debt free, just like Mr. Mark Kithcart said. So make those videos and those stories and send them in to marketing@iboomerang.com.
Cool. So the other hashtag is DTRTs. So hold on. I need to show you. We need to show our screens. T. Greg, say something.
Man, it's just, I don't know, man. It's this rashy thing I get. It's just all over.
Okay. So for all the new people, I apologize for T. Greg. It's not a rash. The DTRTs is doing the right things. We want to catch you doing the right things. I got to give him his moment. Every week, I got to give him his moment to do that. So
I live for this all week. Like on Wednesday, I'm like, I can't wait for DTRTs.
Are you getting ready? Are you practicing while you do it?
See how good I do it? It's because that doesn't come naturally.
All right, let's dive into this. I'm going to do the first ones. Polish call. Okay? Maciek, Agata, Malgosia, Marcin, Iwa, Dominic, Joanna, Marius, and Mr. Maciek said that we can substitute Agnes, whatever. I just can't get it. He said we can use Aga for that as a shortened version. Okay. So Aga and Aga. I apologize, and Aga works for me. All right. So Nina, Christoph, Anna, Piotr, Aga again. There's 3 Agas, by the way, I think.
3 Agas.
Mikhail, Piotr again, Merrick, Ila, Merrick, and Fabian. So you guys are rocking and rolling in Poland and in probably in other countries as well. But it's incredible what's happening in the European and the Eastern European markets right now. It is blowing up. Look at this.
I love it. I love it. And by the way, Amy Rogan said Mark was practicing. Yes, Amy, I'm confident that anytime Mark says, hey, I'll go first, it's a setup in the sequence later. There's going to be one that's coming up my turn that's going to be phonetically impossible. All right, but I got
No,
this one right here.
no, that's not true. I was helping my brother out right now.
Okay. I usually set your brother up. I don't know. But in any event, I got an easy one here.
Yep.
Leslie Green and the team. I see Jason Cross on there. I don't know. Do I see Kim Cross? I see a bunch of people who look like Leslie. I don't know if Leslie has sisters, but I'll tell you what. This is a great team here, and we've had both Leslie Green, Jason, and Kim Cross on the Conversations with Entrepreneurs. You've got to hear their stories. Go find those on our Facebook video archives, and you will be blessed. Way to go.
Those stories are incredible. And conversations on success, or conversations, excuse me, with entrepreneurs is so good because it's relatable. It's so relatable. You can find the people that relate to you and their backgrounds and their success that they've had and what they had to overcome in the process. So that's on what days?
It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Central.
Perfect. All right. Good deal. All right. We're moving on. Spot gun top play. Latanya, Sadeth, Darius, Linda, Marcel, Ricky, Diana, Mia, Ernestine, Linda, Irene, Lurdia, Nola, Kendrick, and B. Woo! Oh, this might be the one.
Petriana. And you know what? I'm excited about this one. I like this. She did her launch. She had over 20 guests on her Zoom in Jamaica to launch her business. Come on, folks. You can do it. Look, just get excited. Invite folks. Follow the lead of whoever is working with you. That's what Petriana did, and what a great way to launch. Over 20 people on her Zoom.
Awesome. Ian did his launch, and he had 30 guests in Jamaica. So again, Jamaica is on fire. Cool.
Absolutely love that. Okay, we got Helene, Marletha, Leroy, Russ, Sonia, Diane, Andrew, Stephen, John, and Kristen. Way to go, rocking the Zooms.
All right, we got Natalia Rodriguez and the team. Here's the thing. This was it was like one of those, I don't know what it was. It was a gift and you press the button, but we can't do those because these are PDFs that we have to use for Zoom. So anyways, bottom line is Natalia sent me this very cool collage, and but I can't show it. Darn. All right, but Natalia Rodriguez and your team, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, we know you're just excited. Look at that, Magana. Look at that. Way to go. Showing the guns with the Boom Fit in Salinas, California. You know, Boom Fit is absolutely awesome. It's one of the best attended shows on Boom TV. I love that the Ibüümerang culture, we're just giving everybody everything that they need, from training, from presentations to exercise. So way to go. Way to show off those guns, Maria Magana. Great job.
All right. Good stuff. And then we got one customer corner today. Only one. What's happening, guys? So Cindy Jenkins Johnson, she saved $400.77. Total cost was over $2,400. That $400 came off, and she got 2,994 rewards credits.
That's a lot of reward credits.
That's a lot of rewards credits. I'm telling you.
Man.
Awesome. Good stuff. Ooh, here we go.
New diamond alert. Beep, 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 beep. It's exciting. It's exciting. You know what, guys? We're in a pandemic. We're in quarantine. And this is our second new diamond for the month. Yes.
All right. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? All right. Here we go. It is. Oh, gosh.
Dude, I'm like bursting with excitement. Yes.
Fabrizio Massasso. And guess where he's from?
Italy. Come on, folks. Italy.
You know what?
Let's bring it home for the people. Let's make it plain for them, Mark.
It is awesome, guys. And Fabrizio is a diamond in our organization. I remember seeing these guys at Accelerate. They were so excited. And that's when they got started at Accelerate in February. So this gentleman, Mr. Fabrizio Massasso, went diamond in 2.5 months. No, 1.5 months. In the middle of this whole thing that's happening right now, and he lives in Italy. So congratulations, Mr. Fabrizio Massasso. You
Man.
guys are awesome.
Come on, Mark, just think about it. There's no place that's more locked down than Italy. Like Italy was one of the first countries to go on full lockdown. And it's not like, our lockdown in the United States, okay, most businesses are closed. Most people are staying at home, but we can kind of go out a little bit and go walk to the park and whatever. In Italy, you leave your house to go to the doctor or to go to the grocery store. And with that environment, not only did Fabrizio go diamond this month, and like Mark said, he came out of Accelerate. At Accelerate, when we saw them, Mark, they had literally just gotten started. They had no ranks, no nothing. They just totally accelerated to diamond. And watch what happens next month. I think there's going to be 2 more.
That is awesome. So, Mr. Fabrizio Massasso, you are awesome, and your team is incredible as well. So, good stuff. All right, the economic stimulus plan. So, how did they do it? What do you think they did, Mr. T. Gray?
So here's what happens, folks. And if you're watching, this is a little bit, even though we joke and stuff, there's training woven in it, okay? So one of the things that you can do to be successful is grab a hold of every promotion and every theme that Ibüümerang puts out, because we know how to help guide you to success. It's almost like, Mark, I remember when a few years back, my family and I, we went to Korea, and my son and I decided we were going to take the subway or the train in Korea and go to see the Korean War Museum. And we got on the platform, we stood there. There were so many people. When the doors opened, the throngs of people kind of rushed out, and we literally didn't have to move our feet. The crowd put us on the train. And when we reached our stop, we didn't have to move our feet again. We just needed to almost just stand in front of the door, and the crowd took us off the train. And so that's what I mean by just kind of moving, letting the momentum, letting the themes and the promotions help you. So we had It Takes Two, which is still going on. If you just do that and you make that a culture throughout your team, that's going to help you. And then we have the economic stimulus plan. If you use that and you leverage that, that's going to help you. And that's what these new diamonds and emeralds and everybody are doing, like Fabrizio. So you want to go ahead and let's jump into the economic stimulus plan?
Yeah. So the first way to do this is utilizing the It Takes Two calls and getting people on those calls. So we've got those calls 3 times a day, sometimes 4 times a day in multiple languages. So enroll in April at Coach Class or Higher. Get your first 2 in April at Coach Class or Higher. You're going to get paid 7 levels, and that starts in May. So next week, we're going to start paying 7 levels in May for those that came on with the It Takes Two program, with the economic stimulus plan, and you're going to get paid 7 levels for May, June, and July. May, June, and July. So guys, whatever you have to do to get that rocking. So that's for your new people. Now, for you, it's UN2.
UN2, right? So this is the way that you can participate by enrolling a new ambassador in April who comes in at Coach or Higher and help them get there too. Guess what happens? You can get a bonus of up to $100, right? Now, here's what that means. There's you, right? The person that you enroll, and then there's there too. As long as that, so that's 3 people. As long as one of them is a first class pack, you get $100. If they're all coach packs or coach and business packs, no problem, you get $50. And these bonuses, you can earn as many of those as you want. So if you enroll 10 people, let's say, and that you help them all get there too, and at least one of those people in each of those groups of 10 is groups of 3 is a first class, guess what? You just earned $1,000. That's stimulus, people. And those are paid out on Monday, May 4th. Boom.
Awesome. Good deal. Okay. Exclusive coaching. Now, as you said last week, this is priceless. You cannot put a price on this at all. So you've got to enroll a new ambassador in April who gets there too in April, or you get 2 new ambassadors in April, all at coach class or higher. What's that get you? A private training with Mr. Buggs on May 2nd. So that is, gosh, that's next Saturday. Is it? Is that next Saturday?
That is
next Saturday.
That's
You've got 1 week. 1 week. Do not miss this. So anybody who's been on a call with Mr. Buggs knows that he will give you whatever it takes, and he will give you exactly what it takes to get to the next levels and to increase, as Mr. Johnny Wimbry says, increase your income. So, and Mr. Haynes is going to be on there. I know that, our GMA. So bottom line is this: do not miss that exclusive coaching session with Mr. Buggs next Saturday.
That's huge. That is major. And to help you get it done, here's the 4th part of the stimulus pack, the special pricing on the first class pack for stimulus edition. So instead of the normal $1,000 for the month of April, $750. That's super cool. We're keeping the QV, the qualifying volume, the same. So it still counts as 1,000 QV for your rank advancements. Of course, we had to adjust the CV for the payout. So it's 450 instead of the normal 600. And you can see how it pays out in the Fast Start Accelerator bonus, all 7 levels on the right side right there. But in terms of your personal direct bonus for enrolling someone who gets started with the stimulus pack first class, you get $67.50. That is so awesome. And here is, in my opinion, one of the best parts. Every time someone gets started with the first class pack during the month of April, 10 servings of nutrition will be served to some of the world's most vulnerable children by means of the Boom Foundation. So your business grows and the children get an extra blessing.
Awesome. So welcome back. This is for all the folks that, saw some bumps in the road in the beginning and just couldn't take it anymore. No, they could. But bottom line is this: we're welcoming you back. It might have just been even an economic hardship for some, right? So, but you are welcome back to us. And typically what happens is you have to get started again with a position, and you have to pay for back months and things like that. But you know what? We're waiving all of that. The ambassadors who have gone inactive for several months are now invited to reactivate their position by paying their most recent monthly subscription. That's it. That's it. Just pay the April subscription and you're back in. You're back in the Ibüümerang family.
Come back to the Boom fam. Come on back. Come back to Mama and Papa. We love you. Come on back.
All right. Good stuff. This is the last one.
Upgrade amnesty. This is huge. This is huge, right? So you may or may not know that when a person enrolls, if they don't enroll with the first class pack, they have 60 days to upgrade and only pay the difference. So let's suppose you come in at coach and you want to go to first class. If you do it within your first 60 days, you only pay the difference. If you wait after your 60 days, you pay the whole thing. Well, guess what? As part of the economic stimulus pack, we have waived that requirement. Everybody's clock has been reset so that they can upgrade during the month of April and only pay the difference. Now, that's super cool because you combine it with the fact that we have a specially priced first class pack as part of the economic stimulus plan. And so you can see that from standby to first class, $750, from coach to first class, $500, from business to first class, $250. And if someone upgrades from standby to first class, that counts towards your It Takes Two. Now, the other upgrades don't count towards your It Takes Two, but you do get the volume. Here's a success tip. We are in the gold zone, folks. We're in the last 10 days of the month. There's a lot of people who work the gold zone typically see results that are 2 and 3 times greater than the first 20 days of the month. And by the way, we upgraded, we put a zone tracker in your back office. I don't know if you saw it this morning, that tells you which zone we're in. Okay, so it always lets you know which zone that we're in. So how do you drive massive volume? Well, one of the activities is take a look at everybody in your group who's not at first class, make sure they understand the benefits of being in first class, and encourage them to upgrade, okay? Especially right now during the month of April, where you can get to first class at the stimulus pricing. Now, we did one more thing for you in your back office. In that gold zone tile where it says massive volume and what you can do, there's a little button that says upgrade prospects. And when you click that button, it's going to show you everybody you personally enrolled who does not have a first class pack. So you know exactly who to call and encourage them to take advantage of upgrade amnesty.
Boom. All right. Good stuff. All right. So, and if you want to find out more about any of this, all of these slides and even a video is at iboomhub.com, and it's under promotions. iboomhub.com promotions. All right. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. The Boom Foundation, we talked about it. The economic stimulus plan has an element in it that supports the Boom Foundation. And this is, again, it's just part of everything of who we are. It's in our fabric. It's in our DNA here at Iboomerang, and that is supporting the Boom Foundation. It is a 501(c)(3). It's a separate organization. It's a nonprofit organization, and every donation counts. And really what we want to do today is, you know, they're almost, I think I saw it this morning, they're at 1,699 followers on Instagram, and I think they're not even quite at 1,000 followers on Facebook. So go ahead and get social with the Boom Foundation, and it's at Boom Foundation on Instagram and Facebook. And speaking of the Boom Foundation, you know what drives more servings of nutrition for the children, T. Gray?
Yes.
The Boom Clubs.
Absolutely.
Baby boomerangs. So whenever you activate a boomerang, another serving of nutrition is delivered to children. And I think it's even multiple servings of nutrition. So keep activating those boomerangs like these Boom Club folks do. And today, our list in the Boom 100 Club is bigger. Last week, it was like 2 people. This week, it's bigger. So in the Boom 100 Club, we've got Tracy, Cheryl and Monica, Diogenes, Sonia, Sholanda, BK, Sharon, Stacy, Trevena, Saul, Kaula, Julie, Rasul, Rick, and Deborah. Nice job, guys, getting into the Boom 100 Club. Boom 200.
Boom 200, Mike Thomas, John Galloway, Anne-Marie Clark. And by the way, I've loved seeing all those names. That Boom 100 list got long again. That made me happy.
Yep. Hey, and if you want to get recognized here on Flight School, go ahead and send it into marketing@iboomerang.com. I don't know if we can say that enough. Marketing@iboomerang.com. Anytime it's recognition based, go ahead and send it to marketing@iboomerang.com. All right, Boom 300 Club. Elisa Davis.
Ooh, yes.
You know what?
What?
She went Sapphire.
What?
Yeah.
Way to go, Elisa Davis.
Yeah. Boom 300 Club too. She's a part of it. So next week though. So we you know, obviously wanted to let people know about the new diamond, but we've got new sapphires, rubies, emeralds, executive directors, senior directors, pins, ranks are popping everywhere. So Elisa Davis, we're going to get to you next week. So, and I'm going to interview her this coming week. So Boom 300 Club, Elisa Davis, Cheryl Williams, Rita Mathis, Tavian Adams. Great job, guys.
Sadiq Brown, Boom 400. Way to go.
Man, you're getting softballs today. I'm just pitching you some soft. You're hitting them out of the park.
Yes.
Boom 500. Lori Platter, David Prinster, Nick Brown, and Darlene Garcia, and Angie Fairfield. She's a sapphire. All right.
Oh.
Boom 600.
Mick Brown and Darlene Garcia and Nicholas Borges. I think they were on there twice.
Yeah.
So nice we had to say it twice. Robert and Lisa Hyman, Betty Jo Nichols.
Awesome. Yeah, I think maybe they hit Boom 500 and Boom 600 Club last week.
Maybe.
All right. Boom 700, Sean Murray and Angel Trin, Lori Google, and Brendan Nagwadi.
Way to go.
Oh yeah, he's over. Those are the folks in New Zealand. All right.
Love it.
Oh, Boom 1000.
Oh, this is special. I love it. Boom 1000. Amy and Joe Rogan, the Rolling Rogans, are in the Boom 1000 Club. Way to go, you guys. So awesome. I know you're watching out there. And Gloria Nagwadi. So I think you're right, Mark. Maybe these are folks who are going 2 categories because Gloria was in Boom 900 also.
Nope, that was Brendan.
That was Brenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brendan.
Oh, wow.
Brendan.
Nagwadi
Yep.
family is rocking it. So way to go, Gloria. Congratulations. 1,000. Yes. And what was the special thing that we announced last week?
Oh,
Everybody-
yeah. Oh,
1,000?
man, we need to do a slide for that.
Yeah, if you get into Boom 1000, special seating at our events.
Yeah.
But there was like, was it like for a year or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was for special seating at the events for 1 year, and it's going to fill up.
Yeah. Awesome.
our event person is gonna have a heart attack.
I know. Okay, so I need to make seats for this group and this group and this group and this group. Yep.
Man. All right, Boom 1700 Club, Teresa and Sam Williams. Nice.
You sent me these slides. I'm scrolling through them to get familiar, and I'm just like, what? This is crazy.
It is.
Oh my God. I just remember when nobody had 100 customers.
Awesome. All right. Here you
Boom
go.
1900. I love it. I get to say this name almost every other week. I think we take turns. Laura Cubis Holscher. Way to go, Laura. Just keep rocking it. Yes.
Rock and roll, rock and roll. 1900 and 2000. Boom 2000 Club, Charlotte McCormick. Nice
Where did
job,
she
Charlotte.
come from? I love it. I love it. It's like I didn't see this one coming.
Yeah.
Way to go, Charlotte. Way to rock the world and get into the Boom 2000 Club. We are so proud of you. We appreciate you, and the Boom Foundation absolutely loves you right now.
So somebody just asked, Shente asked, what are the Boom Clubs? So I know that Shente is probably new here to Iboomerang, part of a new person in the Iboomerang family. So Shente, welcome. And then Shente, what these are when somebody activates a boomerang, whether it's for the iGo platform, or it's a Vibe driver or a Vibe rider, you get an activated boomerang and you become a part of the Boomerang Club. Now, you have to get 100 activated boomerangs, which will then get you into the Boom 100 Club. So Charlotte McCormick, for example, has over 2,000 activated boomerangs. So
2,000 customers. Check that out. She's got 2,000 customers, peeps.
That's right. And so, but now, Shirley Xavier is the top dog, and I know Renee Young's out there too. They're both well over 2,000. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting for when they hit the 2,500 level. Yeah.
You already know it's coming.
All right. Good stuff. Okay, T. Gray, Mr. VP of Operations. What do you have for us today?
I just have 2 real quick ones for everybody today. Getting a lot of love in the chats about the new back office. I think people noticed. Yeah. You know, you went to sleep one night, the back office was one way, you woke up the next morning and the technology fairies had sprinkled fairy dust on your Iboomerang back office, and it was just, wow. So everybody loves it. That's awesome. We're going to do a detailed back office training, I believe, next week on Flight School. So we're not going to do it this week. We want everybody to focus on the explosion that's happening right now. You guys got to close the month strong. So don't get distracted, okay? We'll dig into that back office and show you all the goodies next week. You probably discover them by yourself by then, but we will break it down for you next week. So new back office is there. It looks good. It's sexy. It's hot. All right, and then the other thing I want to just give you is just a builder tip. Builder tip, you guys ready? We are having record numbers. Like I'm watching our management console, and the numbers are going off the charts, enrollments and everything. But I also see that there are some folks that are having a little difficulty with their credit cards. And so what we want to do is just give you a little quick tip on how to get through that, right? Just a couple of quick things. If your card doesn't go through the first time, don't beat your head against the wall and just keep trying. Call your bank, let them know you're trying to do an online transaction with Iboomerang, tell them how much it is, and tell them that this is for enrollments, tell them that the bank is in the United Kingdom. And then once they say, okay, then go try again, all right? And if it doesn't work, have pull out a paper application from the back office. If you're trying to enroll someone new, just send it to them, have them fill it out, sign it, take a picture of it with a photo ID, driver's license or passport, and just send that into billing@iboomerang.com, billing@iboomerang.com, and we will attempt to run it manually for you, okay? So we just wanna make sure that it's an easy process, people are rocking, and we just wanna make sure that we help everybody to have a great, great month. All right, that's it, I'm done.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Jex, Mr. Michael Jex. I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman in Miami and at Dream Weekend, and so gracious, so humble, and that's what struck me about him. He's such a humble guy. He doesn't need to be the biggest guy in the room and have the biggest, and just be that guy that, nobody wants to be around. He is so wonderful. And he's a diamond ambassador. I think you had him on one of the sessions, and it was awesome. His story, his background. He was on unemployment, so I don't want to tell his whole story because I think he may get into that today. But I just love and appreciate Mr. Michael Jex.
Yeah, he's a beast. We just totally love this guy. And you know what? He's a strong builder. He is a master builder, and his team is on fire. I think he just broke some new emeralds in Jamaica, right? And that is just a testimony to his leadership and the way that he cares about his people. So folks, here's what I want to challenge you to do. I've been putting in the chats, MK, where your folks at, get them on. You've had plenty of time to wake up your folks and get them on. Now it's time for everybody to do this. Grab your journal.
Get your journal ready.
To a fresh page. Get ready to take some notes, because I'm going to tell you right now, Michael Jex, Diamond Michael Jex, is about to drop some bombs for you that are going to be helpful in your business. So we made him the host.
I already made him host. Mr.
Okay.
Jex, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today?
Fantastic. You're not on your balcony. Oh.
No, I'm not on my balcony today. Mother Nature has some other plans. It's windy as hell. I would have been fighting the wind out there today. So all the other days that I've been out there doing presentations and meetings, things like that, no, they won today. I'll be inside my condo today.
Thank you so much for being on here today, Mr. Jex.
No, thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, T. Gray. And it's an honor. It's an honor for me. I don't have a cool background. I figured that, we're going to just rock out with the white background today, since you guys had the cool backgrounds today. I got the full white backgrounds. The balcony is behind me in the window right there. But listen, guys, thank you for everyone just being on board today. And I know it's kind of early some places. Well, actually, we're around the world, so who knows what time it is right now. I know I got a team growing in South Africa, and it's like in the evening over there right now. So welcome everybody. I appreciate being on today. And I'm gonna go over some things that I mentioned, or I was talking to. Actually, I had a conversation yesterday with our GMA, and it was cool because some of the things he was explaining to me, and some of the things he was talking about was how he was proud of me for having one of the teams that's growing throughout this pandemic, and wanting me to share with everyone who's listening on how that's been and why we've been able to still continue to grow upward throughout the pandemic. And yes, hold on, Horace Daly, my man, Horace. Yes, he just hit Emerald this morning. So much respect to Horace. We had Tara Davis, who hit Emerald earlier this week. We had Julian Bernard, who hit Ruby earlier this week. So things are going up. Things are going good, And respect and much love to everybody out there who's also getting some massive growth as well. Like we have Fabrizio that was mentioned who hit diamond. Much love, much respect to you, bro, for hitting diamond this week. And also Martha, who's been killing it. We're all, Martha and I, we're in Johnny Wimbrey's team, so we've been trying to chase Martha down this month, man. She's definitely leading the way for everybody in Johnny's team. But much love, much respect to everybody. So look, guys, I'm gonna give y'all some tips over the course of the next several minutes that they've allowed me to, speak and share with you guys about, first of all, where I'm from, a little bit of my background, just a little bit of it, and then, how I think some of that has, helped with going through this, process that we're in right now. So the thing is, man, is that I want everyone to understand that the way you win or the way you lose throughout this whole pandemic, and as far as Ibüümerang goes, and honestly, I think you can take some of these principles with your life here in business or outside of business. And I've been using some of these principles to just help me out along the way throughout, just my life and my business. One of the things is this, so where I'm from, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, I've been able to grow up through some really tough times, maybe like some other folks that are on the call right now, maybe some other folks who have not been, going through much tough times throughout their life. But I did. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. It wasn't necessarily the nicest neighborhood. I know a lot of times when, if you live outside of New York, think about New York, you probably think about, Manhattan and shopping and all that stuff. And that stuff is a part of New York as well too, without question. I didn't live in those areas though. I lived like outside the area. So everything that you saw in the movies, like when Macaulay Culkin, got stuck out there in Home Alone in a fancy hotel and all that, that wasn't me. I was across the bridge in Brooklyn, and I watched the movies just like y'all. But I didn't grow up like that. When I got involved with the network marketing industry, I was in a situation where I was unemployed. I was in between jobs. I used to have a job within the construction industry, and back in 2010, or 2009 actually, I lost the job because that company lost their contract. So for about a year, I couldn't find any work. So as we're going through a pandemic right now, I was going through a personal pandemic about 10 years ago. It wasn't a worldwide global pandemic, but I was going through something myself. And, getting money to pay my bills and just obviously doing the normal stuff, man, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy to do. And I knew one thing though, guys. I don't know how many of you feel like this today, but I really knew that I was meant for more. I really believe that I was meant to do more other than, struggle from, check to check, or me mentally, I was struggling from, jumping from job. I never had a job. I'm 36 years old right now. Okay. I never had a job for more than 2 years in my life. So when God created me and he placed me on this earth, he said, hey, listen, homeboy, I got some plans for you. So you're just going to have to bear with me. But, having a regular job ain't going to be for you. And that was me. I didn't have a job. The job thing wasn't me. I didn't really like people telling me what to do if I didn't want to do it. Even to this day, like I'm gonna give you, if y'all wanted me to do something, y'all got to reach out and ask me. It's hard to tell me to do something today. You got to ask, hey, Mike, man, listen, here's the deal. Here's what I would like for you to do, man, if it's cool. Dude, that's how you start up with me. If you go tell me a demand, it's like you lost me already. I don't know where that came from. I don't know why, but that's how I was growing up. And then, but here's the thing. I needed to still figure out a way to discipline some of those imbalances in my head, because I needed to, earn the income for myself. But like I said, man, I lost my job. And when I did lose my job, for over a year, I couldn't find any work. So it was just tough, man. It was tough, but I knew one thing, that, it wasn't going to be like that forever. And I knew that there was some way, somehow, because I really believed that I was meant to do more. I was going to find it some way, somehow. And it wasn't until I got introduced to the network marketing industry, while I was unemployed, to get to where I am today, which, is a diamond in Ibüümerang. And I've had a lot of success over the course of the last 10 years in the network marketing industry. But what was the thing, a couple things that I think that helped be a key to helping me even get through that specific, time in my life. and even getting through, you know, this specific time that we're going through now within the world, and with, you know, quarantine and the pandemic and so much negativity going around. I'm gonna give y'all some things, man. Listen, I don't care if you're brand new and you just got started, and you're trying to figure this out. And I don't care if you've been in for a while or you've been doing network marketing for a while. Either one of you guys can use some of these same principles. So when you think about it, you know, whenever we do this call, whenever we do these presentations, right? So I do a daily presentation. If you're building a business, you're either doing a daily presentation or you're jumping onto presentations daily. If you're not doing those things, then, you know, I would tell you to do so if you want this to work. And every time we do these presentations, we always say the same thing. We're ambassadors where we can, you know, generate income for ourselves in this platform of Ibüümerang without having to sell something. That is true. But you really are selling something. Before you ever even open your mouth to talk about Ibüümerang, to talk about what we have to offer, you are making a sale. And you're making a sale. Look, human beings, okay? Human beings, we are very capable to know when someone else is full of BS, okay? Full of crap. I don't know how you translate that, Martha, in Eritrea or Fabrizio in Italy, but you'll figure it out. But people know, you know, when you're talking to somebody, if you are full of it, people ain't gonna buy nothing from you. You know, they're not gonna, they won't want nothing free from you. It is what it is. There's a sale always being made, and the sale is always gonna be, who's more confident? Are you more confident in what you're talking about? And is that person more confident in the fact knowing that you're full of it? Who's gonna win that sale? And I believe that that's the reason why we have so many people that are winning right now. And then there's also probably, you know, an equal amount of people that's out there like really losing bad right now. And it's because maybe they're not confident in what we have going on right now. I'm gonna give you guys a story. It's it's an extreme story, but it's a real story that happened to me, and I think it's fitting for, you know, what we're talking about today. There was a time I was in New York, and this was not that long ago. It was maybe about 1.5 to 2 years ago max. So I was already like, you know, doing well in network marketing, and you know, I'm doing my thing. And every time, so like I said, I'm from New York. I currently live in Miami now. That's why they were, you know, teasing me about my balcony, because I'm always on my balcony doing meetings. But I live in Miami now, born and raised in New York. But every time I go back to New York, I have this thing, and it's crazy. I promised myself this when I had nothing, when I knew that, you know, I was destined to do more. I had no idea what the network marketing industry would have in store for me in my life. I didn't even know what the network marketing industry was. I swear to you, I didn't know what it was. But I made this promise to myself. I said, whenever I decide to take my life to the next level, I said, I'm gonna leave New York. I ain't gonna live here no more. I don't wanna live here no more. But whenever I do come back, I'm always gonna stay in the nicest hotels possible. I'm gonna stay in the nicest rooms possible. And every time I go back to New York, that's what I do. Now, mind you, I made that promise to myself before any of this. But you know, I've been staying true to that promise. Every time I go back to New York, you know, I always stay in the city, and I always stay, you know, in a nice hotel and a nice room. And this is one of those times, right, where I was in New York. You know, I go to New York frequently. I'm always in New York. If it wasn't for this pandemic, I probably would have been in New York, you know, over the last couple months, maybe like at least 5 more times, you know, in the last month or so. But I was up there about 2 years ago, and every time I go back to New York, I walk around the city. I'm always, you know, that's another thing, you know, I'm always walking around the city. It's something that I used to do a lot growing up. I went to, partially I went to high school in Manhattan, in the city, and then all of the jobs that I did have that were short-lived, they were all in the city. So I was always walking around, even in my mom, like my mom, you know, she always had a job in Manhattan. So whenever I would go to Manhattan and visit her, me and her would always walk around the city. And my mom loved to shop, and, you know, I just go with her shopping and things of that nature. So there was just one of those times where I was in New York doing what I always like to do, walked around the city, you know, walking around, and I was actually going to a store to shop. So I left my hotel. I was on Lexington and like 50th Street, which is a hotel I stayed at frequently before they changed. It used to be the W, and they recently just changed it maybe like a year ago to another name. But I would stay there, and then it was about 7 blocks on Lexington to a department store that I always, even to this day, I always go there and shop, and it's Bloomingdale's. So, you know, I walked out and I started walking north to 57th Street and Lexington Avenue. And it was a beautiful day, especially if the weather's nice, I'm out there walking. And, you know, this was actually a day before me having to do a meeting out there. And I had my, you know, my headphones, I had my Beats headphones on. I'm not an AirPod guy. The AirPods always fall out. So I always got the Beats headphones on, you know, I got a t-shirt on, it was warm that day. And, you know, and this is something I actually don't do that much, but that day I probably just, you know, was a little too lax with this. I had my watch on, I had a Rolex on. And mind you, but this is Manhattan, this is in the city, daytime too. But I noticed maybe like a block or two after I left the hotel, you know, being from where I'm from, no matter what, your spidey senses never leaves you. They never leave you. And I noticed about a block up, I noticed that there was somebody behind me that was following me. And I was like, okay, let me see. Now the thing is, like I said, like the first thing I noticed was my headphones. And I mean my headphones. Yeah, the first thing I thought about was he gonna try to snatch my headphones? And I'm like, wait a minute, no. He probably looked at my watch. And I said, okay, cool. So what I did was I stopped at a store to see if maybe he would just pass by. So he didn't come into the store. I went into the store, you know, I bought a bottle of water, and I came back outside, and he should have been way further ahead or just not around by the time I got out. But he was still like kind of lingering at the corner. So I kind of knew what time it was. Like I said, this was recently. So I kept it cool. And I just started thinking, I said, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Bloomingdale's. I'm gonna keep going to Bloomingdale's. And I continued to walk towards Bloomingdale's, and I passed him. And as I passed him, maybe a little bit after that, he continued to follow me. And I said, here's what I'm gonna do. As soon as I got it to Bloomingdale's, now many of you, if you can think of a department store, you know, like Bloomingdale's or Macy's or, you know, any other department stores. I know to my Jamaicans, y'all got KFC out there. Y'all ain't got department stores, but when y'all come to the States, you know what I'm talking about when y'all come to Aventura Mall. But I'm just teasing y'all. So in a department store, most of the time, like in those big department stores, you know, when you walk through like one of the main doors, there's like a space where you walk through the main door, then there's like a space kind of like where, let's say if it's raining, you know, when you walk into the department store, it's raining, and then like that, when you first walk through the door, there's like this open area where there's like, you know, carpet, and then you got to walk through another glass door, right? In that space right there, the foyer area, thank you. You don't have to need to know how to say foyer to be a diamond. Thank you. That gives y'all hope. That gives y'all hope, all right? The foyer area. So when I was going towards Bloomingdale's, I knew about that foyer area, and I wanted to get there before him. I knew that he was following me. So I didn't know how desperate he was or anything like that, but I made a decision before I got to Bloomingdale's and before I got to the foyer area. I said, I'm gonna bring this to a head right now. Like this is about to come to a head right now. If he's gonna take whatever from me, that's gonna happen right now. He's gonna have to make that decision right now. So I got to Bloomingdale's, I walked into the foyer, and when I got into the foyer, mind you, I got in there before him. I immediately turned around and just stood there waiting for him. There was nobody in the foyer. In my mind, oh no, we were gonna get it popping right there. Like no joke, there was nothing gonna be taken from me that day. And that decision, right? Here's what happens. He was so scared when he walked into the foyer because he did not expect me to be standing there waiting for him. Literally, I was waiting by the door for him to come in, and listen, you're gonna have to make that decision like I just made. I made that decision right now. You know, he doesn't know what I'm capable of. I don't know what he's capable of. But guess what I had? I had confidence, okay? I had confidence, and there was a reason why I had confidence, and I'll explain to you why. But when I stopped in that foyer, And he understood, or I made a decision that nothing was going to be taken from me that day. He made a decision right there and said, I'm not playing with him. And he kept it moving. He looked at me and he was in shock, and he just kept it moving. You know what I did? I continued on with the rest of my day and went into Bloomingdale's. I bought what I needed to buy. I didn't see him anymore for the rest of the day. Now, what gave me that confidence? Now, I'm not telling you that, guys, to like show I'm a tough guy. No. That was just a real story, okay? And it really happened to me. Why am I telling you that story? Because I think the principles of that can help you building this business. What gave me that confidence? That confidence came from a lot of things. It might have been from my upbringing. It might have been from a bunch of other things, but I know there's a couple things for sure that gave me that confidence in that moment. Number one, first and foremost, here's what can give you guys confidence in building this business. Education. Now, what do I mean by education? If you're explaining this business to someone and you're not necessarily educated enough on how to build a network marketing business, or you don't even know what the network marketing industry gives to you as a whole, if you don't know the benefits of the network marketing industry, then it's probably very easy for you to falter when you're explaining yourself. Your confidence is going to be very low. So when you're talking to somebody about, Ibüümerang, and yeah, you can give out free websites and you can, save money when you travel. If you don't understand, the intricacies of what we have, Ibüümerang as a company, if you don't educate yourself on Holton Buggs and how he's been able to transform his life and many other lives, you're walking into that same foyer of sales with that person that you're trying to share the information with unprepared. That person that you're sharing the information with, if you're not unprepared here, they're gonna win that confidence battle. You see, with me, when I walked into that foyer, here's what I understood. There was two things that I understood. Number one, in New York, the gun laws are very strict. So I almost was certain he didn't have a gun on him. I was willing to take that chance. I was pretty much certain that was not going to happen in broad daylight. He was not going to stick me up with a gun on 57th and Lexington. I didn't think that was going to happen. The second thing I was armed with was that up until that point, I've been training with one of the best boxing trainers down here in Miami for a long time. So these hands was ready to let go without question. I was ready to put some of that stuff to use. So I was confident in the fact that I was educated on, I didn't think I was going to get held up that day. Number two, I didn't think that he probably had the kind of training that I had up until that point. So I was willing to take that chance. Now, I'm not saying this to you guys to say, go do some crazy stuff like that. Utilize the principles. Utilize the principles, okay? The principles is this. I kind of knew some things walking into that foyer that had me confident, okay? Confidence. The confidence comes from the education. The confidence comes from the education. Now, guys, if you are not spending every day looking at your goals. Now, let's talk about that for a second. A lot of us who are having success within the Ibüümerang world right now, and honestly, I think obviously there's companies all around the world that's probably doing well, just like there's a lot of companies not doing good. But if you look at the people who are not doing, or who are doing really well right now, we mentioned some names, man. We have, like I said, Tara Davis, who hit, she hit, an emerald. Tara Davis at emerald. We got Horace Daly in Jamaica, okay, who hit emerald. We got Martha, who a lot of her team is in Africa, in Eritrea. You got Fabrizio, who's in Italy right now. You know what makes them so confident, okay? What makes them so confident is that they know what this can do for them. You see, yesterday, I spoke with Edwin for 45 minutes. You know, was one thing that did not come out either one of our mouths as we were talking about this business, and I was asking him different ways on how to achieve higher ranks within myself and within my organization. One thing that never came out of my mouth or Edwin's mouth. You want to know what never came out of our mouth? The pandemic. Quarantine. how bad things are. None of that ever came out of our mouths. I had a conversation with Martha, with Tara Davis, about a week ago. You know what's one thing that never came out of our mouth? Quarantine, COVID-19, pandemic. In that conversation, I think we spoke for about an hour as well too. I speak to Tara every day. You know what we never speak about? We're not even trying to. We're never talking about coronavirus, quarantine. Me and Horace, we speak every day. You know what we never talk about? Say it in the chats. We don't talk about quarantine. We don't talk about COVID-19. We don't talk about all that stuff. Every time I speak to Holton Buggs, the last thing we talk about is that. When I speak to Johnny every day, the last thing we're talking about is COVID-19, quarantine. Oh man, I don't got no money coming in, all this stuff. You know what we're thinking about? We're thinking about where we're going in the future. We're thinking about what we need to do to better ourselves in the future and how we need to put our actions in motion right now. So our confidence is coming from what? I said it already before. What we know this can do for us. The education, okay, of understanding what network marketing, and specifically here at Ibüümerang, what it can do for us, okay? So if you're sitting there right now and saying to yourself, but man, I just don't know how to get that confidence level up. How do I get that confidence up? Here's some of the things that you can do. I'll give you a couple things to help. I'll give you some steps to help guide you along. It's like, you know, leaving a food trail in the forest for a bear, okay? I will say start with this. This is the first thing I want you guys to start with. What is your goal? You got involved with Ibüümerang. You became an ambassador. You spent a certain amount of money to get in here, into the Ibüümerang world. Why? Why? No one begged you to do so. We showed you some information and we got a decision. You want to do this, yes or no? And you said, yes, I'm going to do this. You took your card out and you went ahead and you got started. Why? People say, talk about your why. Cool, yeah, you can do that. Talk about your why. But for real, when I say, what's your why are you doing this? Here's what I don't want you to think about. Don't think about the things that you see or hear that sounds cool, because those things, they don't have any emotional ties to you. See, the thing is, when you get emotionally tied with a goal that you have, like, for example, if you sit here and recite a goal that somebody else did, I'll give you a great example. Me and Emerald, Gary Cowan, and Javed White were talking about this the other day. Two very close, two of my best friends. We're having a funny conversation the other day about who would win in a music battle between Drake and Chris Brown, right? And if some of you right now are fans of Drake and Chris Brown, just for example, I bet you it would be really cool to say, man, you know what? Here's my goal. I want to have the I want to have the most top 100 Billboard charts in the world, ever in the world, like Drake. Like Drake right now, currently, there's no person ever that's walking the face of the earth that has more top 100 hits ever than Drake. And so you right now are doing Ibüümerang, and you can say, you can just verbalize it, repeat after me, right? Oh man, I want to have 100, top 100 songs, or the most top 100 songs on the 100 Billboard charts. What has having that goal got to do with you? Like up until your point in time, it means it has no emotion. There's no emotional tie to it. It literally means nothing to you. You're just reciting it. You just recite it, just words that just flew out in the air. It means nothing to you. So now, let me ask you this. When you sit for a second and think about, what do I really want for me? Like when I got involved with Ibüümerang and I spent this money, what do I want? Why do I want to, take time out of my day to show somebody presentations? Why do I want to take, my network that I have and introduce them to this idea? Why? Why do I want to do this? You got to know what that goal is. See, here's the thing, within our community of Ibüümerang, Holton Buggs put together a system. This system allows us to literally, if we use it properly, we can go live a life that we want to live. We can live a dream life, whatever that dream means to you. That was Drake's dream. What's your dream? What does it mean to you to wake up and be doing whatever it is you feel like doing? What does that look like? How does that feel? Okay? Where do you want to live? Are you tired of living check to check? You know, is some of your relatives sick? Do you want to have more money to help them right now because they're dealing with some, you know, issues that you have no control over, but having some more money can definitely help with the situation that they have going on? Are you upset at the fact that the car that you have right now keeps breaking down? See, some of those things, they get emotionally, you get emotionally tied with stuff like that. What is it that you're doing this for? See, the first crumb that you're following the path, or that you have to use to follow the path, is knowing why you're doing this, why you are doing this. Don't recite, man, you hear all of the glory stories, the diamond stories and all that. That's amazing. But if you really want that, start thinking, okay, cool, diamond. How much does a diamond make? Education. Go look that up. Talk to some of them. Go on YouTube. Go on iBoom Hub. Learn some of the stories about what diamonds have had to endure, and then see how they're living. That education leads to a little bit more confidence. That gives you also a little bit more, get you a little bit more mentally prepared on, that gives you a little bit more chink in the armor to say, or not a chink in the armor, it gives you a little bit more armor to now go out and say, wow, so if I do X, Y, and Z, here's the results I'm gonna have because these people already laid down the path. Here's what they did, here's what they have. Damn, I would want that too. You're getting emotionally tied now. What else? Next thing you're gonna start doing is you're gonna start looking at some other people who have the results that you want. So you're not only just gonna look at necessarily one diamond, or you're not gonna necessarily just follow the strategies of one. What you've gotta do is you gotta find out, okay, here's my goal. Let me see all of the people who's been able to achieve this goal. Let's say your goal is Sapphire. For example, let's say you want to go hit Sapphire. Go invest, immerse yourself in that information on how to get to Sapphire. That's building up, yes, your education, and your education will then build up your self-esteem, your confidence. You got to do these little things right here. You got to follow those breadcrumb trails in order to get to where you want to go. If you just, listen, if you just got dropped into the forest without the trails, you're not going to know how to get there. You're just going to be sitting there trying to figure out, I don't even know how to make fire out here. I'm about to die. What am I going to do out here? You got, before you jump into the woods, you got to learn how to prepare yourself out here. Out here in network marketing, these are uncharted territories for most of us. Why is that? Most of us, we didn't grow up, okay, saying to ourselves, watching movies on TV or watching sporting events, we didn't grow up with these icons in the network marketing industry saying, man, I can't wait to grow up to be a Triple Crown Diamond. We just learned what that was like six months ago. You know, for us in New York, like, you know, what is it that is going to get you to where you want to go? You know, I'm thinking about that right now. How many of us really woke up, you know, as we were kids, we were adolescents, and our dream was, man, I can't wait to be a top networker. That don't happen. So you got to understand, to get the results that you want here, you're gonna fight an uphill battle. But the uphill battle isn't necessarily like a hard thing to do from a work standpoint. What is it? Showing a presentation, getting a decision. The uphill battle is coming from dealing with the people that don't know what it is you're talking about. See, most people, they grow up wanting to be Drake. Right now, we got the ESPN Michael Jordan documentary. Most people grew up wanting to be Michael Jordan. They want to be Jay-Z. They want to be the other things that we grew up seeing. They want to be things, you know, that we have grown up to idolize. We never idolized this stuff. So you guys got to understand, being on a webinar like this, you're educating yourself. You guys got to understand the tough part. See, those people that you're going to be going through, showing the information to, getting decisions from, they really do believe that they're more confident in you thinking that this won't work because they never saw it work. They don't even know what network marketing is. That's the uphill battle. So it's very easy. So someone, listen, you know, someone is going to wake, just for example, there's going to be somebody that has a child now, today. And as that child is growing up, it's more likely that the parents of that child, okay, and this is true, the parents of that child would be more open to encouraging that child to chase a music dream, to be like Drake, for example, than encourage them to have a career in network marketing. You know the percentage of, I mean, I'll even say it, there probably will never be, I don't care who, there'll never be another Drake, ever. And the parent will encourage them more to do that versus encouraging them to be a network marketer. You know how many other diamonds we gonna have? You know how many other multi-millionaires that are gonna come out of Ibüümerang? You see, the person, the parent who has that child who is encouraging them to go chase that music dream. Now, I'm not saying not to have a music dream. I'm not saying that. If you want to have one of those things, cool, do your thing. My daughter loves music. If she wants to have a music career, I'll encourage it. But if she also sees what I do over here too, and she's intrigued by this stuff too, I'll encourage this as well. But you're fighting against more people that will encourage their kids to chase a fantasy than something over here that's reality. That's a tough uphill climb. How do you beat that? Your confidence. You got to be more confident in them, because here's the thing. Their confidence level is they think in their minds, okay, their confidence level is really going to be backed by some little stupid questions like this. Well, that looks like a pyramid scheme. They think they got you with that. They think they smoked you with that question. Oh, that's a pyramid scheme. If you're not confident enough, if you didn't do a little bit of educating on yourself, that question right there will smoke you. Damn. Yeah, I mean it is, but you know, the thing with it's different because you know, Holton put this together. That's why it's like, you know, if you don't know what you're talking about, it's gonna be hard. All you gotta do now is educate yourself a little bit and just say, hey, listen, I understand what you're saying. You know, let me ask you this question: what's a pyramid scheme? Bam, you got them by just asking them that question right back to you. What's a pyramid scheme? Well, you know, here's where they think they got you again, man. That's one of the things when people at the top make all the money. Little things like that. There's people at the top make all the money. They think they got you. Now, how you beat that? Well, that sounds like your boss. That sounds like the church. That sounds like the government. That sounds, honestly, that sounds like everything else you pretty much interacted with your entire life. How is that any different? With this over here, no, it's not like that. You can actually make more money than the person that invited you to see the information. I can show you how you can do that. That's poise, that's confidence, it's calm. Most people, they don't know what they're talking about. But most people that's in Ibüümerang don't know what they're talking about. So you always, that person who doesn't understand how to get their confidence level risen above the other people's confidence level, they always gonna lose. Because remember, if you're unsure of what you're talking about in Ibüümerang and network marketing, you're fighting a much bigger group. But the way you battle that bigger group and bring them, shorten them down, is by educating yourself a little bit. Gaining that confidence, ladies and gentlemen, gaining that confidence in knowing what you're talking about, lining up your goals, knowing what you want to know, knowing what you want to talk about, knowing what you want out of your life, understanding when you open your mouth, okay? Understand when you open your mouth, you have to be confident. You have to know what you're talking about. That is not going to happen overnight. You got to immerse yourself, but sooner or later, the more you immerse yourself, it's just like listening. Somebody recited, I saw in the comments, somebody said they recited the word Tootsie Slide. I'm pretty sure that they had to listen to that song a few times to know those words from Drake's song, Tootsie Slide. Took them a couple times and now they know it. Now they could do the dance and all that, right foot up, left foot slide. They know how to do it all now, right? But they had to do it a couple times. They had to hear the song a couple times. They had to practice in the bathroom when nobody was looking a couple times. You got to go do that over here in Ibüümerang too. Man, what am I going to say? How do I understand the comp plan? On iBoom Hub, there's a bunch of videos that explains how the comp plan is. Man, what am I going to say, you know, to people who are saying that they don't have the money? Tell them that this is why they need it. The job system broke them. They don't have them. They don't have any money right now. They need this. They need to do this. Like, make it a little bit more simple for yourself. My confidence level's up. Why? Because I've done so many things to educate myself on how to oppose those comments. You guys got to do the same thing. All you guys got to do is immerse yourself, knowing that what you have here is stronger than anything else somebody can combat at you with. You guys have to know that this thing right here in Ibüümerang can radically change your life. And you can't recite it because I'm saying it. You can't recite it because, you heard T. Gray and Mark say it a little bit earlier. No, you guys have to know that within you. You guys have to be emotionally tied with what you want, with your confidence level, how this resonates with you. The moment you do that, it don't matter what you say. My team would tell you, I never actually recite, like, I don't have like a script. I don't have a script that I give my team. Hey guys, here's what you say. When you show somebody the presentation, here's what you say beforehand. Here's what you say afterwards. I give them ideas of what they can say, but I need them to say it in their words. You want to know why? Their confidence is going to come out. Their confidence is going to come out and connect with the person that they're listening to, or that's listening to them, excuse me. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it, man. That's all I got for today. Get your confidence level up. Immerse yourself in the education. Immerse yourself in knowing that Ibüümerang has everything you need to get where you want to go in your life. You just got to know where you want to go in your life. Utilize everything that we have here. And that's pretty much it, man. Take care. God bless. And see y'all around the world when we are able to go home or get out of here. Thank you. T. Gray, Mark, I'm going to pass it back to y'all, however y'all do that. I don't know how we're going to do that. Y'all do it.
Mr. Jax, you hit the chats up. Yeah, you are who you are. You're not trying to be somebody else. You're real. And that's what people love about you. They love the realness. And I wrote down a couple of things here that people were saying. I like his style of training.
Yes.
You know what? I like your style of training too. And you know why I like it? Because you're you. You're not trying to be someone else. And you have worked years and years and years on you to be who you are. You don't want to be somebody else. And it shows through. And just be genuine. And again, if there's one thing you pull away from this, and I wrote it down in big old letters, is confidence. Confidence. Man, thank you, Mr. Jax. Thank you.
You know what, Mr. Jax, I appreciate you as a fellow New Yorker. Growing up in the Bronx, you took us back. You took us back to the streets, right? And you gave us that example of confidence. And that's really what this is about. And I'm thinking back, Mark, to success tips yesterday, and a lot of the questions that people had for Cesar Munoz, one of our top blue diamonds. It kept coming back to confidence. So whether you did it intentionally or not, Mr. Jax, you were right on point with what people need to hear. They need to understand how to get their confidence up. Horace and Roni, obviously, they are extremely confident about this opportunity. Fabrizio, obviously very confident. Martha, very confident. You yourself, you went diamond in record time. Obviously very confident. And so we just really appreciate you taking the time to show people the different ways to get your confidence up. Get educated about what you've got, develop an emotional tie, get yourself some role models, right? These are the ways that you get that confidence up. And we appreciate you taking the time to show everybody how to do it. And you kind of just have this style where you just kind of sit back and just talk. Totally love it. Then we thank you so much.
Incredible. So, and one thing he did mention too, is he mentioned iBoom Hub. Go there. There's videos there. Watch those videos. There's also Top Gun University. Guys, if you are not plugging in, like Alicia Yarborough pointed out this morning, she's always plugged in to Boom TV and Top Gun University, get yourself there. And that's where you're going to find information that's going to work for you. And we've got a schedule that is unlike anything else. So get yourself over there. If you're wondering where to find this schedule, go to iboomhub.com, and then just after the economic stimulus plan, there's a big logo there. It says Boom TV, and it says Learn More. Just click there, and it'll take you right to this page. So we've got calls all day, every day. So get yourself on those calls and get your confidence.
Yes, yes. And you know what? We've got an incredible mix of programming, right? It's not just stuff. It touches all the different aspects of your life and your business. You can start out in the morning with a workout. You get a morning inspiration, which is every day is amazing. And by the way, here's a tip. If you miss a workout, go back on our Facebook Live, Facebook videos, and you can still do the workout. If you miss a morning inspiration, if you miss anything, it's all on Facebook right there. It's recorded immediately so you can go back and watch it. And some days I watch morning inspiration after it's over, but it's always inspirational. Then you have the travel tips. What Lori has been doing on travel tips has been absolutely amazing. Don't think, okay, I'm not traveling right now, I don't want to watch travel tips. The tours that she's taking, the pictures that she's showing us, the tips that she's giving us, even about the industry, which we'll talk about in a little bit, are extremely valuable. Okay, then you've got the Vibe trainings and the Vibe presentations. You got Vibe presentations now, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You have Vibe training and updates Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've watched the chats today, Mark, and there have been a few people who have asked, give us an update on Vibe. See you on Tuesday, see you on Thursday for the updates, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the presentation. And then we've got It Takes Two presentations every day in English at noon Central. We have a Polish one on Mondays. We have French on Tuesdays. Mondays and Thursdays we have Polish, French on Tuesdays and Fridays. In the afternoons, on Sundays, we have From Our Home to Yours. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. But then you have Success Tips. This is a new program. We were doing basic training. That has now become Success Tips on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, what we're doing there is we're having our top producers. We're starting with our GMA. We already did that. And our Blue Diamonds. We're getting into the Diamonds and the Emeralds now. And listen, guys, they come on, they share a little bit, but here's the cool thing. The 75% of that call is question and answer. We're taking your questions from the chats and they are answering them live on the show. So this is definitely a big one. If you want to know what the people who've got the hot hand, who are on fire are doing, you want to get on there and you want to be able to ask them your questions and get them answered. We also have conversations with entrepreneurs on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6. It's another way to reach your prospects. You know, we have business presentations that are very direct. What we're doing on Tuesdays and Thursdays is we're reaching them through stories. We're showing them people who've seen what we're trying to show them and who've made the decision to do it and what their life is like. And we're showing people from different backgrounds. We've had hospital administrators, we've had government workers, we've had realtors on here, we've had stockbrokers on here, we even had a dentist. And so what happens is they see somebody that they can relate to, and maybe that's the thing that makes them decide, you know what, let me give this thing a closer look. So I want to challenge you guys to maximize this programming in your life and with your team, because Boom TV is very, very intentional. And for the folks who've been using it, it's been a huge, huge blessing.
Awesome. That's great. Great run through on that. So fantastic job. So let's rock and roll. So speaking about travel tips, and by the way, travel tips is at 10, and the Vibe Opportunity presentation and trainings or the Vibe Opportunity presentation is at 11. So that's how that works, Yvette. Travel tips at 10, Vibe Opportunity at 11. Okay, so we did a special travel tips, and Lori did a special travel tips last Wednesday, and we have encapsulated that and we have put it up right now. It's on YouTube. It will be a post that's coming out on Facebook and Instagram and some of the other channels later, but you have to listen to this. So again, if you go to YouTube, our YouTube channel, obviously it's youtube.com/Ibüümerang, and then go down to the playlist, Lori's Travel Tips. You'll find it there. It's the first one. And she talks about the state of the travel industry. And so she's an insider. She's been on calls with the big cruise lines. She knows what's happening. She's on multiple boards of travel companies. Okay? So being on those boards, she's got the insider information. You need to listen to it. It's the state of the travel industry, and you'll find that on YouTube. And she explains exactly what's happening and how they're approaching what's happening today. All right, good stuff. Ooh, okay. Accelerate 2020 digital photo album. It got another round of revisions. Another round of revisions. You know, look, here's what's happened. Mrs. Buggs will not settle for anything less than the best. And you know what? I thank her for that. Thank you, Mrs. Buggs, for that. And because we do not want to put out anything less than the best. So with that, we thought we had it last week. And again, she went through it. No, this needs to be exactly how it needs to be, because we want to make sure that you get the best photo album possible. But here's what I did see. It did get uploaded, and it got uploaded to this magazine layout that's digital, and it is slick. That's the first time it got uploaded there, and that was the issue. So she wanted to look at it once it was uploaded, and then once she saw it uploaded, she saw some things that she wanted to change. So bottom line, this is going to be incredible, and you're going to get this here very soon. So definitely wanted to let you know about that. And then the convention special, those have been shipped out. Okay, so if you haven't gotten that yet, what you're going to want to do is send an email to gear@iboomerang.com. Gear@iboomerang.com. Instead of marketing@iboomerang.com, send it to gear, GEAR, @iboomerang.com, because Mr. Tunde, the VP of Gear, is handling those, and you can communicate directly with him. Now, the other thing too that I want to do and make sure that happens this next week is once these are done. So think about this. Where are people right now? Where are they at? Home. So what are they doing? They're getting their mail. What do you want to send them? Some postcards. So you can send these, put it in an envelope, however you want to do it. Put it in a big envelope or however, and put your code on the back and send it to them and say, hey, travel's coming back. Before it comes back, you're going to want to use this code and go book some stuff, because here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. And Lori talks about it in her video, okay, State of the Travel Industry. She talks about the fact that people are going to be booking big time. People are going to be booking big time, and it's already started. So don't miss the wave of bookings. People are booking right now for trips in the fall and trips in late summer. So definitely want to make sure that you're booking. So how do you take advantage of that? Use your pack here that we have for you for I Go For Less, and go ahead and send those out to people at home right now. All right. Anything to mention on any of those things, T. Greg?
No, you nailed it, bro.
Okay. All right.
My only thing is I just want to say I am not the VP of the digital photo album either.
No, nobody is. That's Miss Earlene Buggs. All right. Good stuff. So Accelerate Digital Training Subscription. We call this the Vault. The Vault. Guess what happened? Guess what's going to happen today? 16 additional hours are going to be added to this training. And here's where you go to get it. You go to your new back office. Now you got to go over to the left-hand side now, because the menu is over there, and you got to go down to Tools and to Training. So if you did purchase this at Accelerate, it's there for you. So go to Tools, go to Training, okay? Go to Tools and Training.
So 16 additional hours. Is that all the basic trainings?
No, so now we have a total, that's all that, no. So that is the basic trainings, okay, and the Cash Cow CD series. Okay?
Oh.
Cash Cow CD series is in the vault now, all right? So now the total in the vault at this point in time is 24 total hours of training, so one day. So you want to binge something? You want to binge watch something? Binge watch the vault trainings. Mr. Chaps said, you need to get some training. Get this training. All right, cool.
This is
So
major.
how do you get, okay, so look, the book, the basic training series is also on iBoom Hub. Let me go ahead and show the website. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Let me get this right over here. Man, I wasn't prepared. Shoot. What's going on here?
You're always prepared. What's that about?
I know, huh? Let's do this.
I've got it if you want me to do it.
Yeah, okay, you go ahead. You share.
Okay, hold on. I got to be the host real quick. Boom. All righty. Screen share. Boom. Baby. There you go.
All right, cool. So this is beautiful. So our team, the marketing team, put it together, and we've got the featured training, which is Mr. Buggs. He did the mindset training to kick all of this off, and then it's in order. So it's mindset, then it's your why, then it's how to launch with Mr. Luis Ventura. Yeah, and I'm not going to read them all, but you know how it goes, and then it goes to and then
No, let's read them all. So it's how to launch, then it's inviting, how to expose your business, all the different ways to show someone the business, how to follow up and follow through. You've got the 2020 plan, the 10x2 plan, the 10 and 2 plan, the power of events, how to work the zones, how to use your calendar to succeed. And as you can see, we've brought in our top rock stars, Diamond Luis Ventura, Emmanuel Bernstein, Daniel Camero, Sam Bean, Blue Diamonds, Cesar Munoz, and Jose Luis Rivas, Diamond Avinash Nagama from the UK. We've had Emerald Carla Marin. She trained the 10 and 2 plan. And we've got our GMA in there a couple of times, our Global Master Ambassador, Mr. Edwin Haynes, and our CEO, Master Trainer and Visionary himself, Mr. Holton Buggs. He actually bookends the training, the first one and the last one, the mindset training and how to maximize the comp plan, which is the bonus content in this section. And by the way, Mark, your team putting this page together, gorgeous, love it, love it.
Yeah. People always say, hey, thank you, and I'm like, hey, listen, it's myself, yes, creating that vision, but it's also, there's a big team backing me up. So, and I appreciate every single one of them. So let me go ahead and reclaim host again. And let's get back to the regularly scheduled programming. So, and I want to give a big shout out to Kitsia Garcia, who is our social media manager, and Yasmina Saleh. She came up with the idea for those stories at home. So the at-home diary story. So thank you to them. Fantastic job that they're doing, and definitely got to give them a big shout out. All right. So again, 24 total hours of solid training at this point. We launched it right after Accelerate in the month of March. And then we added, so there were only like 4 hours of training, I think, at that time when we first launched it. Then we added additional trainings to it. So that brought it up to, I think, 8 hours of training. And then we've added more this month. So what's going to happen is this. It'll be this weekend that our team is going to be able to upload the rest of these trainings. So right now, you're not going to see those trainings. You're not going to see the basic trainings, and you're not going to see the cash cow CDs in there. Cash cow CDs, the only place you can get those are in the vault. Okay, so that's it. That's the only place you're going to be able to get them. So we're going to continue to add more hours of training. So we went from, I think it was 8 hours of training to now 24 hours of training. Those again will be up this weekend. So regularly, what would you pay for this, T. Gray? How much would you pay?
Dude, I know some business trainers online that charge easily $100 to $500 a month for something like this, or an annual subscription of $2,500 to $5,000 for something like this.
Yeah. So here's what we're doing. It's $19.95, and you're only going to pay it one time, and then you're going to get the next 6 months free. Okay. So, and then after that, it'll be $19.95 a month. And listen, it's going to be 24 hours of total training here by the end of this weekend. Then it's going to be, 30 hours of training. Then it's going to be 50 hours of training. Then it's going to be 100 hours of training. It's going to keep on going up and up and up. So if you want access to that, you can go ahead and go there and purchase that now. All right. And where do you go to do that? You go to the left side now, instead of the top. Go to the left side, go down to tools, and go down to training, and you'll be able to purchase it there.
There you go.
All right. Okay, boy, we're getting towards the end here, man.
We're in the home stretch here, and what a big home stretch it is with It Takes Two recognition.
So hold on a second. Therese Thompson wanted me to let everybody know that there is a wall of fame on iboohub.com. And that's where the It Takes Two, that's where we post all the names. And it's significant. So Therese, thank you for letting me know that and yeah, pointing that out. So good stuff, Therese. And so we're going to go ahead and dig into this.
Let's do it. Let's hit it.
Okay, you go first.
Oh, I'm telling you, I feel like it feels like a setup. All right. These folks sponsored 2 people. This is last week, right? Last 7 days?
Yes, last 7 days.
Ephigenia, Nora Arendira, Peora, Simone, Agba Michael, Cheryl, Gurme, Len Mary, Andrea, Kisanet, and Jeremy. Congratulations on sponsoring 2.
All right, Dion, Kwesi, Jonelle, Smejkal brothers, Tyler and Jody. Oh yeah, Tyler and Jody. I just talked to them last week out of the UK. Fatal Mata, Sergio, Saba, Adrian, and Alex. They got their 2 this past week.
Way to go. Now we're into the folks who sponsored 3, Stephen, Iveth, and Panagiotis.
Nice. Okay, Philip Brown sponsored 4 in this past week.
Oscar Ahmed sponsored 7.
That is awesome. So that's it. So guys, if you are getting those sponsorships done and making it happen, go ahead and we'll pull that list. We'll pull that list every week. So congratulations to you, and keep making it happen, guys. Okay, so here we are, from our home to yours. And so look at Mr. Buggs is planting a kiss on Mrs. Buggs. So I moderate this, and I listen to this every single week. And man, oh my gosh, it is hilarious. It is, and they're just like this. I mean, it's not a show. This is how they are, and it's fun, and it's entertaining, and it's educational. They talk about real things. They talk about relationships. They talk about food. They talk about things that they love to do. So I love it. I love.
You know what I love about it, Mark? I love that every week we get a chance to see who the real boss is.
Oh, you mean Mr. Buggs?
Oh, no, I don't. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And he does. Mr. Buggs lets everybody know that he wants us to help him out. He's like, hey guys, where are my guys at? So guys, get on there. Let's help Mr. Buggs out.
I don't know who the brave souls are.
All right, so this week we're just going to Facebook Live only for this event. So don't ask for a Zoom ID. We know it's not there, and but we do have one for the Spanish line because we do need translation. So the other thing, there's one last thing that I need to share, and I need to pull it up, and that is.
Hold on. Before you do that, I just want to say this, guys. Hey, everybody. Here's how you do Facebook, because we're steering everybody to Facebook for the show. Make sure you're commenting in the chats. And then you see those cool little icons at the bottom of your Facebook. You got a thumbs up, a heart, a laughing face, a wow face, etc. Just kind of make sure you're hitting those during the show to be engaged and to show your emotion. it'll be even more fun that way, I should say.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, last thing is, so we had Mr. Michael Jex on Flight School this morning. Guess what? You get a double dose of Mr. Jex today. So at noon, we're working Mr. Jex, aren't we?
Jex,
he's doing the It Takes Two today. He's doing the It Takes Two call at noon. And you know what? You want more of that realness? Tune in and get your people on there. You know, don't just get on yourself. Get your people on. Get your confidence going. Make some calls after this call and make it happen.
Yep.
All right. And then at 8 tonight, we got some girl power going on. Diamond, Mrs. Amy Seaver. She's going to be rocking the house with girl power. And then at 9 o'clock p.m., we have Mr. Luis Ventura and
another one of our rock star diamonds. You saw him on basic training.
Another one of our rock star diamonds. So, guys, it's going to be a power pack Saturday. We're going to have a lot of fun tomorrow on Sunday. Keep tuning in. And again, as always, love you, brother, and I love you all.
Love you too, man. Way to go, everybody.
Have a great day.
Accelerate, 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 yo, accelerate, 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 yo, put on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated, 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated, always first, never coming last. I accelerated, take flight, yeah, first class. I accelerated, yeah, I accelerated. Fast now, you know they don't want these. I feel like a cash cow. Stack it up. I put all my money in Teslas. They trying to catch up, but ain't fast enough. We the winners, it's unanimous. I threw a boomerang out on a plane when somewhere it never rains. Yeah, we breaking records like every day, and you know it'll never change. I'm swerving on in my own lane with ice water in my veins, and we built a team so strong. Yeah, you know we gotta maintain. Yeah, wait. Accelerate, 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 accelerate. Yeah, accelerate, 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 accelerate. Yeah, foot on the gas and I'm going fast. Accelerated, 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated, always first, never coming last. I accelerated, take flight, yeah, first class. Accelerate, you know I accelerate. Every day I gotta celebrate, and you know I had to elevate. Every morning gotta meditate. All this paper that I'm finna make. Feel like Jordan cause I bought a day. $1 million, yeah, it's on the way. I'ma be the one they nominate. Every day feel like a holiday. I ain't playing, I'ma get it. I don't want my car to be rented, and I want my windows tinted. I just wanna be independent, feeling like the lieutenant. Money man in the system, and you know I'm finna get it. Accelerate, 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 accelerate. Yeah, accelerate, 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 accelerate. Yeah, foot on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated, 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated, always first, never coming last. I accelerated, take flight, yeah, first class.